let me say this here. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't sleep with any woman at all. As a believer of the word of Jehovah and in his son Yeshua, there's no way that I can do that. But I do need to know something. See, there has to be heirs, people who inherit, that's you, for what's coming down the road. Heirs. You're my heirs. Kattia Burbano, Isaac Burbano, and Kristtian Burbano. You're my heirs. Now, if you have changed your name, now, I don't know why I say that. I just, I believe that your mother would do such a filthy thing as to allow such an abomination. Why? Because of all the abominations she's already done. So, this is what I need to know, and I'll find out. Did you change your names? Did you do that? Well, first of all, if you did, it's a mistake. You're not Busquets. You're Burbano by blood. Changing your name doesn't change your blood. It doesn't give you a transfusion. But what it does do is it means that you gave up your birthright. That means that the blessings from this just the right to check foundation. See, they go to Burbanos. They don't go to Busquets. If you had changed your name to a Busquets, you sold your birthright. Now, can you get it back? Yeah, you can get it back. You can get it back. But you know what? If that happened and you haven't changed it on the day that I take my last breath, that I go on to eternity, where there will not be any liars, idolaters, okay? But if you did that and I die, whatever, disease, natural death, just in bed, last breath, Lord says, time to go up. And the foundation goes looking for you, and it will, and it ends up being that that you have to show documents as to who you are, and it ends up being that who you are is Kattia Busquets, Kristtian Busquets, Isaac Busquets. The foundation will say, well, you're not who we're looking for. We're looking for a Kattia Burbano, Isaac Burbano, and Kristtian Burbano. Now, I need to know if you did do that. I'd ask you to please, by email, uct@comcast.net, let me know if you did that. Now, why? Well, I'll be frank with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I told you in the last days that I saw you, the last day and a few times before that, that I will never lie to you. Why do I want to know? Very simple. Because what it means is if you changed your last names is that you're no longer Burbanos, which means that I do not have any heirs. The foundation will end up with all these monies for all these purposes, etc., to bless you with, but it can't find you because you don't exist. So what it means at this time is that if you've done that, then I'm going to need to find a younger woman for my life so that she can give me heirs. Now, I'm not going to marry her for heirs, but what I mean is that I want her to be able to have baby or two or three. I love babies. I love kids. I don't have any problem with that. Because, see, I need heirs to leave, to name, to give to the foundation so that they know who to bless. And it's going to be a Burbano, not a Busquets. So if you did that, all I'm asking you to do is please let me know. Will I get angry? No, I'll be sad. really sad because you gave up your birthright. Now, you may not have knowingly done it. By that I mean is this: probably got a lot of pressure from your mother to do it. I can imagine. Maybe even Ian. Definitely your grandfather. He's a bastard. Just going to tell you to you the way that it is. Your grandfather, I can tell you right now, is destined for hell. You may not like what I say, but hey, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell it to you the way that I see it, and I'm going to tell you based on what the Word of Jehovah and the living Word, Yeshua, says, and that is your grandfather's destined for hell. Amen. You want the scriptures? Let me know. Okay. I'll be covering a lot of that down the road, but right now, my interest is your inheritance. So if you did it, all I can say is this: you better turn it around real quick, because if I was to die in an accident or a natural death, you have no idea what you lose. No idea. You can't begin to imagine what you lose. Do you know that this? I have one account of, Ian can tell you about it. I have one account that will produce over $5 to $6 million a year, probably closer to $10 million a year to the foundation. I don't know. Maybe your mother can help you get jobs that'll pay that. That's just one. That's just, was it? I think it's 3 farms with 100,000 acres. They will need about $5 to $6 million a year or more of the product. Okay, so so you got some decisions to make. Now, one thing's for sure. I want to talk to Kattia, Isaac, and you, Kristtian. I've seen your pictures that Ian has taken. They're beautiful. Love them. Kattia, you're gorgeous. Kattia, Isaac and Kristtian, I recognize in the pictures. These are the ones that lately. Kattia, I would not recognize you if you were walking by me. Wow. Says a lot, doesn't it? All that has been stolen by your mother from you, Kattia, and Isaac and Kristtian, through lies and everything else you can think of. Now, you can get mad at what I'm saying, but you know what? I'm not the one to get mad at. I'm not the one to get mad at. I'm not the one that did the divorce. That was your grandfather, Papon, with your mother and your aunt, Titi Eileen. They're the ones that pressed for the divorce. I fought the divorce. All you got to do is read all the papers that are in the case file at the courthouse. Except the judge ain't gonna let you look at them. He sealed them, but it's okay. I got them. You read my paperwork. You read your mother's paperwork, and you'll see the truth, and you'll see the lies. So you may be angry at me, this, that, but that anger comes from the poison that's been fed into you from all the Busquets, maybe, definitely your grandparents, definitely your mother, and I believe very highly possible from Ian as well, because he's got a lot of anger. Now, I have an inheritance for Ian. Ask him if you can see the videos. I'm going to get them to you anyway. But anyway, so that's where we are. Now, there are conditions. Number one is Isaac and Kristtian especially. If you marry an American woman who's been growing up and indoctrinated in a feminist ideology, like your mother, you lose part of your inheritance. If you marry a Colombiana, a Colombian, and I tell you guys, you got to come here. It's gorgeous. If you marry a Colombian, you get the full inheritance. The full inheritance. And I tell you something, I'm going to be taking videos and this, that, here as things progress and move forward financially. I'm going to buy a movie camera and all this kind of stuff to take videos of everywhere I go throughout the country. I'm going to send them to you and all that. Okay, I'm going to continue in the next video here. I think it's number 4 coming up. Okay, all right. But anyway, here it comes the next.